Hello, everyone. My name is Brittany Murphy, and this is week 6 to Introduction to Public Speaking. I will be doing my informative speech on Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the greatest American civil rights activists of the 1960s. He was born January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, to Michael King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. According to History.com, Martin Luther King Jr. was not born with the name Martin. In 1934, however, his father, a pastor at Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church, traveled to Germany and became inspired by the Protestant Reformation leader Martin Luther. As a result, King Sr. changed his own name as well as his 5-year-old son, Martin Luther King Jr. At 15, Martin Luther King Jr. was enrolled at Morehouse College. King was such a gifted student that he skipped grades 9 and 12. He graduated from there in 1948 and, like his father, wanted to become a minister. King graduated with a degree in sociology, but he did not stop there. According to History.com, after earning a divine degree from Pennsylvania Crozer Theological Seminar, King attended graduate school at Boston University, where he received his PhD in 1955. Martin Luther King Jr. married Coretta Scott King in 1953 while earning his doctorate degree. They had 4 children: Martin, Yolanda, Bernice, and Dexter. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous speech, "I Have a Dream," during the March on Washington on August 28, 1963, at the Lincoln Memorial. This speech was an inspiration to millions of people and still is today. According to History.com, that was not King's first speech at the memorial. 6 years before the March on Washington, King was among the civil rights leaders who spoke in shadow of the great emancipator during the prayer pilgrimage from freedom on May 17, 1957, before a crowd estimated at between 15,000 and 30,000. King delivered his first national speech on the topic of voting rights. His speech, in which he urged Americans to give us the ballot, drew strong reviews and positioned him at the forefront of the civil rights leadership. Martin Luther King Jr. was a very powerful speaker. He knew how to lead protests and how to get people involved. According to the King Center, the civil rights leader went to jail 29 times. He was arrested for acts of civil disobedience and on trumped up charges, such as when he was jailed in Montgomery, Alabama in 1956 for driving 30 miles per hour in a 25 miles per hour zone. Martin Luther King Jr. fought for what he thought was right for himself and others. Martin Luther King Jr. lost his life trying to better the lives of African American people. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4, 1968. According to the article, 10 Things You May Not Know About Martin Luther King Jr., This was not someone's first time trying to kill King. On September 20th, 1958, King was in Harlem signing copies of his new book, Stride Towards Freedom, in Bloomston department store when he was approached by Izola Ware Curry. The woman asked if he was Martin Luther King Jr. After he said yes, Curry said, "I've been looking for you for 5 years," as she plunged a 7-inch letter opener into his chest. The tip of the blade came to rest alongside the aorta, and King underwent hours of delicate emergency surgery. Surgeons later told King that just one squeeze could have punctured the aorta and killed him. From the hospital bed where he conversed for weeks, King issued a statement affirming his nonviolent principles and saying that he felt no ill will towards the mentally ill actor. Thank you.